What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Kamaru Usman could give Islam Makhachev a competitive fight. There has been no shortage of skeptics regarding the idea of the UFC booking Usman to face Islam next. But Usman's longtime friend, Henry Cejudo, recently explained why he believes the former welterweight champion could give Makhachev a serious challenge. Since Islam has expressed interest in fighting Usman, and considering Usman's status as one of the greatest welterweights of all time, many fans think the UFC might make this matchup happen. Critics, however, note that Usman has only one win since 2021, which raises questions about his readiness. Cejudo spoke with Reg Corner MMA and offered his take on how Usman would perform against Islam. He said, "Kamaru has the stylistic matchup to not get taken down by Islam, and then he gets a beautiful one too. That's all it takes in mixed martial arts. Islam has been hurt before. That time that he did lose, he got knocked out. It's those punches that you don't see coming that can change everything." Cejudo, who also hosts a podcast with Usman, further analyzed the matchup, highlighting Usman's attributes. Kamaru Usman has the speed, the power, and the experience, but he's going up against Islam Makhachev, who is a good man. He can kick, he can wrestle. That's the biggest thing, bro. His defense is always solid. He changes levels, he kicks, he goes up. Very, very good. You would probably favor Islam, but I would not count out the Nigerian nightmare. If anybody can get it done, it's Kamaru Usman. On paper, it's easy to see why Cejudo and others believe Usman could pose a stiff test for Islam. Usman is a top-tier wrestler with dangerous hands and has shown he can take elite fighters to the scorecards, as he did with Khamzat in 2023. His experience and skill set make him a formidable opponent, capable of creating challenges for any lightweight. However, the division is stacked, with fighters like Shakpat Rakhmanov, Michael Morales, and Ian Machado Gary all in the mix for a title shot. This raises the question of whether the 8th-ranked Usman should leap ahead in line for a title opportunity. Despite these concerns, the matchup between Kamaru Usman and Islam Makhachev remains intriguing due to the clash of styles, experience, and striking power, making it a fight fans would be excited to watch. And before we continue, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to help support the channel. Moving on to another news. Paddy Pimblett is open to appearing on The Ultimate Fighter and already has a couple of names in mind. Speaking in a recent YouTube video, Paddy shared that he'd love to do the show with Renato Moicano, believing it would be a lot of fun for MMA fans to watch. He added that he'd also be up for doing it with Ilia Topuria, but joked that they'd need 24/7 security to keep things under control. He even mentioned, even like number 10, Rampaging Rashard, that one's a belter. When he smashed the door got me, them seasoned bell. Paddy went on to explain that it's all about personality, saying, "Yeah, because your personality, I want to be your personality. Like, you don't get it, you don't care. I want to do a season of that where I'm the coach. I think that would be sick. Do it, bro." He also recalled a previous conversation with Moicano, sharing how they had a back and forth about doing The Ultimate Fighter together. Like a while ago, me and Mo, the Brazilian fighter, were having a back and forth. I was saying me and him should do The Ultimate Fighter because he's funny and I'm funny, and it'd be a good season, but it just never ended up happening, Paddy said. He made it clear that the idea isn't completely off the table, adding, "You never know. We'll see what happens. I'd do one with Ilia, lad, but it would have to have security there 24/7. Have to be. Have security like that. People go in and out of doors. You know what I mean?" Paddy's excitement for the concept of the show is obvious, and he seems keen to bring his unique energy and humor to The Ultimate Fighter. His playful mentions of Moicano, Ilia, and even Rampaging Rashard show he's thinking about creating a season that's not just competitive, but highly entertaining. Fans could expect a mix of fun, chaos, and intense coaching from Paddy if this ever comes together. With his unpredictable personality and willingness to go all out, a season with him at the helm as a coach could be one of the most memorable in Ultimate Fighter history. Paddy's openness to the idea and his fun, humorous approach to potential matchups make it clear that he's ready to give fans something different, blending skill, personality, and unpredictable moments into one exciting season. Moving on to another news. Tom Aspinall has shown interest in a potential boxing match against Francis Ngannou. Francis has repeatedly expressed his desire to secure more boxing matches in the future, and many fans are speculating about a possible showdown between him and Aspinall in the Sweet Science. While it may seem like a massive stretch, Aspinall appears open to the idea. Since Francis was brutally defeated by boxing star Anthony Joshua in 2024, the former UFC heavyweight champion has made it clear that he wants to return to the boxing ring. With his contract in the PFL allowing for such opportunities, it's widely believed that Ngannou could make a boxing comeback at some point. Recently, Aspinall spent time with boxer Tommy Fury, who asked him about his interest in boxing. The current UFC heavyweight champion dismissed the notion of pursuing a boxing world title, but he did leave the door open to fighting Francis. Aspinall explained, "I'd never be a world champ. I wouldn't try to be a world champion. You need to dedicate your whole life to that. Yeah, but you were good at boxing coming from an MMA background. Yeah, but I've spent my whole life doing MMA now. For me to be 33 and then think that I'm going to win a world title in boxing, it's unrealistic. I don't know so much, because we all speed as heavyweights. You've got to think in boxing. I reckon I could have a couple of warm-ups. No, I reckon I could have a couple of not freak show fights, but big fights. Big name fights. You know what I mean?" Aspinall also commented on the landscape of boxing matchups, noting the challenges and comparisons to other fighters. It's that space though, isn't it? Look at Jake Paul and Joshua. He couldn't beat me with a broken hand. No. So are you going to go from me to fight somebody like him? It doesn't make any sense. Who do you think I should fight if I were to box? Jake Paul? No. I wouldn't mind boxing an MMA fighter. I think Francis would be a good fight though. Yeah, that'd be a big fight. I like it. That mate. I've got UFC fights to do first. There's a lot of money to be earned. Look at Mayweather versus McGregor. Despite Aspinall's openness, unless the MMA world drastically changes or Dana White has a complete reversal on his feelings regarding Francis Ngannou, the likelihood of this fight happening seems very slim. Francis has also repeatedly called for a boxing match with former champion Deontay Wilder, and there's been recent speculation that he could face the new PFL heavyweight champion Vadim Nemkov next. Moving on to another news, Brandon Royval released a statement following his recent UFC loss. Royval had a short night at UFC 112, and it did not go his way, but the flyweight contender confirmed that he is okay. He faced the always dangerous Manil Kopp in the headliner and was sent to the canvas by a series of heavy punches in the opening round. The fight was stopped at the 3:18 mark, marking a tough night for Royval. Since the bout, Royval took to social media to update fans on his condition, writing, "Thank you to all who checked up on me. Sad about the loss, but my health is okay, and I live to fight another day." Royval has been a consistent presence at the top of the flyweight division, and fans are eager to see what comes next for him. Heading into Saturday's card, he was coming off a decision loss to the now new champion, Joshua Van. Following Kopp's dominant win on Saturday, he made it clear that Van is in his sights. Speaking to the media, Kopp said, "This has been in my mind a long time. I will knock out Joshua Van as well. I know they have hands for me. 5 rounds, I can take my time. I can shine. But if they make a mistake, I will knock him out in the first round. Like I said, I want to play with my food in the first round, and then in the second round, I can do my job. Ain't gonna be different." Whether it was due to those comments or just Kopp's win, it wasn't long before Van responded, posting, "Houston, Texas, Manil Kopp, let's run it. Talk is cheap." The UFC has an event planned for Houston on February 21st, but since the card will feature Sean Strickland taking on Anthony Hernandez in the headliner, it seems unlikely that a title fight will be added to this card at this time. It's also unclear when Brandon Royval can fight again. Following his injury at UFC 323, there were concerns that he might be sidelined for an extended period, but Royval has reported that he will not be out for too long. Fans can expect him to return to action in due course, ready to climb back into the competitive flyweight mix. His resilience and dedication to the sport continue to earn him respect, and his next steps in the UFC will be closely watched. Moving on to another news, Ilia Topuria may not have long left in MMA. Ilia recently revealed that it might take some time before he returns to fighting due to personal issues. And whenever he does come back, there's no telling how many fights he has left in the sport. Speaking to Spanish outlet Marca, Ilia shared that he doesn't foresee a long future in MMA and is considering a full transition to boxing once he's done with his mixed martial arts career. Ilia said, "It's no secret that I've always wanted to try my hand at boxing, but I think something I've always applied to my life is that if you try to catch 2 rabbits, you end up catching neither. So, I want to finish my story in MMA first, and once I'm done, then make my complete transition to boxing. I can't be preparing for an MMA fight, then leave, prepare for a boxing match, and come back. I don't think that would be very professional, would it? When I'm done with MMA, which I don't think will be too long. To be honest, I'll make my transition to boxing, and I'm going to surprise more than a few people. While Ilia did not specify what those goals are, or exactly how long too long might be, he did acknowledge that his future in MMA is uncertain and depends on a variety of factors. He continued, "In active sports, I still have what I have left in mixed martial arts. Well, I don't know, to be honest. It depends. It depends on many things. It depends on how circumstances develop, but we'll try to stay active as long as possible." Ilia's comments highlight his desire to remain professional and focused, ensuring that he gives his full effort to MMA before moving on to another sport. His interest in boxing is long-standing, and he appears determined to make a significant impact once he fully transitions. Fans can expect a careful and strategic approach from him, balancing his current MMA commitments with long-term aspirations in boxing. His transparency about his personal life and future plans adds depth to his persona, showing that even top-tier fighters like Ilia are navigating complex career decisions. The possibility of stepping away from MMA sooner rather than later has sparked discussions among fans and analysts, and it emphasizes how elite fighters must manage both their physical readiness and professional goals. Ilia Topuria's next moves will be closely watched as he looks to leave a lasting legacy in MMA before surprising the combat sports world with his boxing journey. Moving on to another news, Ilia Topuria is reportedly facing blackmail over shocking allegations. Following recent divorce rumors, Ilia has revealed that he is being targeted with claims related to domestic violence. According to Ilia, someone is attempting to manipulate and extort him, threatening to release false allegations unless demands are met. Addressing the situation on social media, Ilia wrote that over the past several weeks, he made the difficult decision to temporarily step away from defending his title. He emphasized that this was not a choice made lightly, but when circumstances arise that threaten personal integrity, family, and reputation, they must be addressed directly. Ilia stated that in recent months, he has been subjected to severe and unacceptable pressure, including threats to disseminate false claims unless financial demands were satisfied. He insisted that these allegations are entirely unfounded and stressed that the truth is based on evidence, not opinion. Ilia confirmed that all relevant evidence has been carefully preserved and documented, including audio recordings, written communications, witness statements, and video material. He has submitted this evidence to the appropriate judicial authorities to pursue legal action for attempted extortion, falsification of evidence, misappropriation of funds, threats, and violations of personal property. He explained that his initial decision to remain silent was motivated by the desire to protect his children, who are the most important part of his life. However, he realized that silence under such circumstances does not safeguard the truth. Instead, it allows false narratives to gain traction. Ilia noted that many individuals have faced similar situations, and time and again, the legal system has clarified the facts. Today, he is stepping forward, not only for his family and himself, but also to demonstrate that no one should be forced to yield to intimidation, manipulation, or fear. Ilia assured his audience that those who know him can attest that he has never engaged in violence of any kind. He highlighted that his life and career have always been guided by discipline, respect, and integrity. He expressed full confidence in the judicial process and pledged to allow the legal system to determine the facts based on evidence. Out of respect for his children and the ongoing legal proceedings, Ilia stated that he will not make further public statements and respectfully requested that speculation be avoided while his family's privacy is honored during this sensitive time. He concluded by emphasizing that the truth does not require volume, it requires facts, and thanked everyone for their understanding.